This little village has no idea that there's a huge gathering of hippies just there.
We're galactivated as unicorns together!
Just arrived to Borderland. Oh god! I'm theophobic, I'm gonna be sick! One of the original members of Borderland. Oh, Nigel, we go way back.
Lord Hogwood, I think.
Lord Hogwood. I'm still a unicorn. I remember the day when I first rocked up and I was hungry, had no food, and you fed me. And you carried on doing that for the last 5 years.
I love so much my SM Uni Rabbit.
When you give up drinking drugs at Burns, you end up just teaching loads of workshops. Like this. And this. And finally, that.
After the workshop,
Like an hour before.
I felt totally in love with everything and everybody, and I was feeling like I was charged in this love endorphin rush, and a feeling I never had before. It was more than love, it was a cosmic sort of love.
Det var så mysigt!
Ja,
I'm thinking like 4 stones right
Yeah.
there.
They nailed it.
It's perfect. My eyes are seriously watering.
Did you ever get the blast from the unicorn?
No.
So look, now that you can see the moonlight,
Yeah.
I got to tell you about the secret, special, most important thing. Moon landing. Yeah, so maybe you think moon landing is because of Neil Armstrong does bounce on the moon? No, it's not that.
What is it?
What happens is, what happened is one time you are in the locker room. You are totally naked. There is another man behind you, totally naked. You are sitting down back to back. You don't even know he is there. You get up at exactly the same time. The bottom touch, boop. Moon landing.
Moon landing, shalom baby. Now this is the type of temple I worship at. The Khan temple.
Oh, that one I like, especially.
Oh wow, what a divine masculine. I got a present for you.
What?
Ta-da!
What?
Jewels.
They're really pretty.
Thanks, babes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Secret dining. Probably one of the most magical experiences I've had.
Though I like to look down at the earth from above, I miss all the places and people I love. So though I might like it for one afternoon, I don't want to live on the moon. Sparks from light fountains. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day. Just you and me.
Right kids, you don't need one of these anymore because you can get high naturally by doing this. Babes, what's your intention?
My intention for this video is to inspire self-expression and self-love by holding my own vulnerability for you.
Yay! My intention is to raise the vibration about love, conscious sexuality, and being a divine masculine, and obviously to inspire.
To inspire.
Just by living, not by preaching or teaching.
And isn't that the way too? It's never about preaching or teaching or giving advice. The only way we can really give is to be our authentic selves and give our gifts and let others find their way.
Exactly. Not only that, it's like, and the key to that is radical self-acceptance.
Oh, and you know what? The thing about radical self-acceptance, which is, of course, is self-love, radical self-acceptance is not a state that you get to. It's like, you know, it's like people say love is a verb. Love is work. Your work is your love made visible. So many of these statements about what love is.
What is love to you?
To me, love is the act of the divine seeking and finding itself in the playground and realm that has been created by its own divine will. So we are all the deepest, innermost parts of ourselves that we think are most special and secret and private. That is the thing we call God. And love is when that part of ourselves sees and for however long is conscious that that oneness is true with a lover, with a friend, with a pet, with our family, with the earth itself, with a moment, and then most especially within ourselves. That
Most especially, yes.
Most especially, love is the recognition that we are a unique individuation of the divine. And that our job here is to blossom as beautifully as we can in our own special way. And then when we perish, when we wither and fall off the branch, we realize we've been the whole branch the whole time, the whole tree, the whole forest, the whole universe.
The uniforce.
The uniforce. And that's what I think love is.
That's beautiful.
Shaft, tell me about love.
Well, I can tell you what love isn't. Love isn't Disney films. Love isn't finding someone to make you complete. Love isn't a knight in shining armor. Love is you. I was trying to find the one for so long, and then I stopped drinking, and then I found out who the one was. Me. I actually have no worries about finding love anymore. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I fucking love myself.
And because you found love.
I found love in myself. I found peace in myself. Society says if you love yourself, oh my God, look, he loves himself. That's actually a good thing. I paid thousands of pounds of therapy to actually unlearn those voices, parent society, and start to learn to love, literally learn to love myself on a physical level and on an internal level. Yeah, love isn't something that is portrayed in Hollywood, because that's all I pursued. I chose love externally. I chose someone to give me love. I chose relationships to give me love. But now, I always say to everyone, fall in love at least once a day. At least once. Do you know how nice it is when you say to a friend or a loved one or your mum, I've never said it to my mum actually, I'm still working on it, I love you. It makes your heart feel bigger. Like when you actually say I love you to someone, your heart literally feels like a big cotton jumper's hugging it. And that is a feeling that I always feel every day now. And if I fall in love, I mean, my intention for Borderland is to have deep connections with everyone and fall in love at least 3 times. I say this every year because I always fall in love, and it's great. And I've already fallen in love twice. Like last night was beautiful.
Who did you fall in love with last night?
An amazing divine reflection of myself. It was ridiculous. So yesterday I do a shiver moon ritual where I stare at the full moon, and I do a secret thing which I can't tell anyone about, but we should have done it. But I did it with someone else, I'm so sorry.
Still do it.
We can do it. And then I basically called in My intention is to call in my tantric lovers to go deep into my tantric practice, to become living tantra, and to call in people who could help me to become more successful and wealthy. So that's a simple thing. And the first thing that happened was I went down to the beach, sun was rising, I was getting ready to dance for Shiva. I channel Shiva when I dance. And I just gave up everything to the music, to the divine, to be touched by grace. And when I turned around and when I came out of my trance, I saw this beautiful, beautiful elfin-like creature who was exactly like me. We were both completely sober. We started to see auras. We had a heartgasm on the dance floor, and we were literally, it doesn't make any sense to normal people, this. But for tantric people it does. And we were literally having like energetic orgasms whilst dancing like ethereal creatures. It was one of the most, and I started crying. Like I don't care about showing my vulnerabilities because I am just me, and people will either like me or hate me. They usually like me, but some hate me. They usually like me, but some do hate me.
They don't hate you.
They don't understand me.
They are in pain.
Yeah.
People who hate anyone are experiencing a hatred that lives in themselves. Because if everyone is a divine reflection, and in fact you are exactly the same divine, then any hatred you could have for anyone is simply illness and poison. However, that illness and poison is part of the journey too, because you experience it as a way for you to discover that you are the divine. And that hatred always falls away eventually.
Yeah. I mean, this one time during Kundalini yoga, I, instead of channeling the power of hate to get strength, I actually channeled the power of love to get strength. Now, I'm talking about physical strength. If I want to, like, lift something up, I just fall into a love space and I use that as a form of strength, which is actually way more powerful than fear or hate, which is, profound. Love. And it's unlimited. It's not like butter. Like, I believe in transparent love. I believe in the 5 pillars of transparent love, which is trust, honesty, communication, respect, and transparency. And that is where I'm able to love everyone. And I love everyone with all my heart. And that's been present and there and just holding space and giving everything to that one person at that one time. And for me, that is the power of love.
I love it. I love it.
Love it. And that also taps into universal energies. Having that feeling in your heart on a physical level powers you through the night. That's how I do it. And shaking up your Kundalini. Ooh. Love you.
I love you.
Subscribe below for more Diary of a Tantricorn. Just want to leave with a few words of Borderland. We experienced a tragic loss at Borderland. A man called Niels lost his life in a tragic accident. This was something that brought our community together, brought us into more into a heart space, a more profound experience which will echo into the rest of our lives for sure. I leave feeling full. I dealt with a lot of shadow aspects on the last few days. I had to deal with my inner critic, my inner drama queen, my addiction issues, my fears of rejection in relationships. And because of that day, I've grown more than I could ever grow for now. And I just happen to be with a beloved now because of the darkness I faced in the last few days. So I leave feeling full, in love, and celebrating life more than I ever have now, because life is one big adventure, and so is death.